So why is growing up so scary? Growing up can feel like this weird balancing act. On one hand, you want to be taken seriously, to feel like you're stepping into your own, but on the other, you crave that comfort and simplicity of just being a kid. You know, that time when life wasn't so complicated? That's exactly what SpongeBob is dealing with in the episode Grandma's Kisses. At first, it seems like this funny little moment about his grandma smothering him with affection. But dig a little deeper and it's about something we all face. The awkward tension of growing up when you're not entirely ready to let go of the things that make you feel safe. So we open the episode with seeing SpongeBob spend the majority of his morning with his grandma. But now it's time for work and she insists on dropping him off. But before she'll let him go, he has to get a big wet kiss. And of course, everyone laughs at him. A moment of humiliation? It's not just about a kiss. It's the first moment where SpongeBob feels like the things that used to feel comforting and safe suddenly make him feel small. And that's the thing. Growing up can feel like a series of moments where what used to feel comforting starts to feel like a burden. Like you're not supposed to enjoy certain things anymore. So SpongeBob tries to fix this by following Patrick's advice to act more grown up. But here's the problem. SpongeBob thinks growing up means acting like something he's not. He thinks putting on fake sideburns and trying to act sophisticated will make him an adult. But all it does is makes him feel disconnected from himself. That's a huge struggle for a lot of us that are in our late teens and early 20s. We're told to grow up, to stop acting like a kid. But the reality is, we're still figuring out who we want to be. And let's be real, Patrick's advice is the type of stuff we hear all the time, from parents, from social media, from society. You should dress like this, act like that, be more serious, stop being childish. But when we try to follow that advice too literally, it doesn't feel right. We end up losing a bit of ourselves along the way. It's like Patrick's version of adulthood doesn't leave enough room for the parts of us that still need comfort and joy. The parts of us that make us who we are. In the end, SpongeBob learns that growing up doesn't mean leaving behind the things that make you feel safe. It's not about throwing away the parts of you that make you feel happy, like childhood, comfort. It's about accepting who you are in the moment and realizing that growth isn't a straight line. It's often messy and confusing, and that's okay. So why is growing up so scary? Maybe it's because we're afraid we'll lose parts of ourselves along the way. But the truth is, growing up doesn't mean losing those parts. It means carrying them with you and finding a way to grow around them. Because when you try to change too much at once, you're left feeling like you don't know who you are anymore. And that's the real challenge of adulthood. Figuring out how to grow without leaving everything you love behind. And remember, don't be scared to grow up. If this hit home for you, drop a comment. Let me know how you're dealing with growing up. It'd be awesome to hear from everyone navigating this weird phase of their lives. And if you liked the video, maybe stick around for more. We have plenty to talk about.